Hi, I'm Haley, and welcome to my Death Penalty podcast. The first established death penalty can date back as far as the 18th century BC in the Code of King Hammurabi of Babylon. After that, it was used worldwide. The death penalty's use in America is highly influenced by Britain. Even back in the colonies, the use of the death penalty could vary colony to colony, much like it does state to state today. Around 29 states in the U.S. still use the death penalty, and around 70% of countries in the U.S. still use it. The main people killed using the death penalty are murderers, but this capital punishment can be used for treason, espionage, and other crimes. There are different pros and cons to the death penalty. Some pros are that the death penalty is used to deter crime, and it can be seen as restitution, like an eye for an eye. The death penalty can also give closure to families of the victims. Some individuals could also continue to commit crimes if not given life in prison or the death penalty. Many states use lethal injection, but other methods can include hanging, firing squads, poisonous gas, and electrocution. I, for one, do not agree with the death penalty, and here are a couple reasons why. It has been known that more Latino and Black suspects are put on death row, and if you do not have enough money for good lawyers, you are also more likely to be convicted. These are two different aspects that cannot be controlled by the person in the trial. There are also no detectable statistics that the death penalty helps deter homicides. Comparisons have been made between Canada and the U.S., both using and not using the death penalty, and state to state, and there has been no difference in the rates of homicides. It is also inhumane and is an irreversible punishment. According to one study, at least 4% of people charged with the death penalty are innocent. And in the U.S. alone, there have been around 160 people released after being put on death row for crimes that they did not commit. There are many cases where people can be convicted guilty and years later be found innocent. So it is wrong to give them something irreversible like death. This can also be seen as a violation of the cruel and unusual clause in the Bill of Rights. Another reason is cost. The cost of lethal injection alone has started to rise. In some states like Virginia, it can cost up to $16,500, and not including the amount of money it takes to keep someone in prison while they're on death row. The average time waiting on death row is 15 years. That's 15 years of somebody staying in the prison. Many of the inmates while they're on death row also have mental and physical issues that need to be treated while they're in prison, costing even more money to the taxpayers. A lot of prisoners that are put on death row wind up having a lot of more mental health issues like depression and suicidal thoughts, which can lead to physical ailments as well, which they need to have fixed once they're in there. So, because of those reasons, I do not personally agree with the death penalty, but I do see reasons why it could be used. It could be used in cases of serial killers or serial rapists, for some people who are known to have done the crime and are for sure guilty. But other than that, I think the death penalty should be illegal in all states and should not be used in any other countries. Right. That's it. Bye.